I like to be educated, but I'm so frustrated. Hello to my loneliness. I guess that ignorance is bliss. Take me back to before the new. Rewind, take it out of cue. Innocence can be a young man's game. Signed up for the hall of shame. I wish I knew how much I miss not knowing that we're all screwed when we play our roles and ignore the problems. I like to be way more patient. Stay up, I feel so outdated. How can we look the other way? Sun is out, but the sky is gray. What would happen if I took a chance? It's always hard at first glance. I don't wanna, but I know I gotta do it. The truth is hard to swallow. I think I'll chew it. I wish I knew how much I miss not knowing that we're all screwed when we play our roles and ignore the
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, we have Slim.
Hey, hello, this is Slim J. Here's me. Thank you all for tuning in. I know you could be somewhere asleep or just watching TV, but you decided to tune in with me. Just Slim J, my opinion. We got some good stuff for you. So go get everything that you want to get, your popcorns, your drink, or whatever that you like to do. Sit back and relax and enjoy this lovely time with Slim J. Just my opinion. Here's me.
I like to be educated, but I'm so frustrated.
I hope everybody had a good day at work today. It was hot as hell out there, but just in case you work inside, I'm hating on you, okay? Because it was hot out there. And guess what? It's not much the summertime yet. But hey, let's get ready for that summertime because that heat is gonna be out there hard as what? Hell. So hope you're ready for it. Make sure you stay water up and get you some Gatorade or whatever you prefer to drink in this hot heat. Make sure y'all stay prepared for this hot heat because if you're not sweating or some other things can happen, you just pay attention to the symptoms that your body is giving you. You know, don't say, oh, I can stay out here a little longer because you can't. Hot heat and hydrated can get you quickly. Trust me, I know. I've been there. You don't want to get plugged up to an IV. I hate needles. So I'm just going to sit back and wait till you all, relax, sit back, and stay tuned for this show. I got some tea for you.
All right, y'all. While we wait for y'all to get in, don't forget, Slim has her own channel now. Woo, 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 woo. That's my opinion with Slim J. So make sure y'all are going over there and checking it out. Go ahead and hit a like. Go ahead and hit a subscribe. If you are watching it right now, then you should probably be watching it over there. So go on over there and enjoy yourself. Because at the 30-minute mark, you never know. I might cut off the TBA stream and force you over there. Also, shout out to Twitch gang. If you're watching from Twitch, you have nothing to worry about. We are not going to do another Twitch channel. Twitch is going to be for everybody.
So make sure y'all tune in on this Slim J, just my opinion. Make sure y'all hit that like button, that subscribe button, and just tune in to me on Thursdays at 8:30 or a little after 8:30. You know, us black people don't know how to be on time. Just
Nope.
have some love for us. But tune in because we'll be here shortly. And we come in, you know, see our time when we say 8:30, it may be 8:40. We don't know that, right? I don't know why black people like to make their own time. Isn't that strange? We can't even get to work on time. Then get mad when the boss somebody gonna write you up.
Jesus Christ. Let me cut my mic off.
Yeah, because I know this ain't the TVA show, but I had a background talker. No, I'm just kidding. Shout out to JG. He set this up for me. So, guys, you know, Dallas had been on the map for a minute, and now we on the map for what? Maybe it's the hot heat. Maybe it's just not getting to a certain place like you want to on time. But when you on the public transportation, sometimes it is hard to get to your destination at a certain time. And when you on a public transportation, you have to realize that there's a lot of people that is trying to get to one destination to another destination, and it sometimes get thrown off with time, you know. So sometimes you try to get on that bus at a certain time and you miss that bus, so therefore you have to wait on another bus that delay your time to get to your destination. So therefore you're going to deal with a lot of different attitudes, a lot of different people that's going through a lot of different problems, and we don't know what each other are going through. But sometimes when you talk to a person or deal with a person the wrong way, it can cause a situation that can get you hurt, because you don't know what that person is going through. You don't know what this person is thinking. So sometimes when things happen, just shut the fuck up. Let it go, okay? Because you trying to get to work or to your destination, and this person trying to get to their job or their destination, and you aggravate it. And of course, it's getting hot here in Houston, Texas. So we not, you know, we don't. I know I don't really deal good in heat. So therefore, just kind of give people just a little leeway. I'm not saying let a person disrespect you, but just kind of like overlook things a little better, you know. We did not pull this up, but I just thought about it since I'm talking about this. We had a 60-year-old guy that got into a road rage with another person, and this guy decided to jump on this vehicle, and this person drove off with this guy, and he, you know, fell off, and Leslie later on that day they rushed him to the hospital and he died. I mean, like, really? Come on, let's have patience. If we have patience, we'll have a better day. If I mean, like me, pray before you go to work. Pray before you go out the door, because we have to have this patience, because it's so many of us out here that have so much going on in our life, and nobody know it but except us. Don't think that the other person know what you're going through, because they really don't. And really, most of them don't give a damn. Like, I don't care what you're going through, but you don't have to take it out on me because you decide to leave your house or your destination later and want to get on a bus at a later time, or want to leave your destination at a later time and then want to rush through traffic and be road rage, or get on the bus and have road rage. I'm sorry, get on in your car and have road rage. Let's not do this. Let's have some patience. So check this out. This is a situation that happened on Metro here in Houston, Texas.
after what
Well, sometimes we do have a little difficulty in our internet thing. We're gonna say at this moment, hello, baby Scorpio. I see you in the house. Thank you for tuning in with Slim J. Just my opinion. What do baby Scorpio have to say today? I
Big
heard.
Scorpio said, I heard y'all looking for me. Here I go. Oh, don't stop. Move.
Hey.
And she also, Baby Scorpio also said, I hope your sister didn't help you run down your Bluetooth this week. That's messed up.
Oh yeah. See, last week I had talked to my sister before I got on, and shout out to JG and Suttercan for backing me up when I had to go off and try to charge my Bluetooth. Y'all was great. Thanks for the backup. Much love to y'all. That's great support for me, and that kept my show going. I love y'all for that. Thank y'all very much, and thank you, baby Scorpio, for remind me of other things. Okay, so we're gonna see if we can get this video up, but in the meantime, while y'all are out here on these metro or just public transportation, just remember they have the website where you can get on and scan the metro sign to let you know when the bus is going to come. So we need you to get there on time so you have a better attitude to get where you need to go, and we don't have to worry about that. Do not let these people get in your head. Do not let people get free rent in your head when you're trying to go somewhere, because see, a little incident, a little argument can turn into you being in prison for life behind bullshit. Does it make sense? No, but at the time it does, because you already riled up because you late, you moving slow, things are not going your way. When things are not going your way, you need to figure out a situation to turn it into a positive level instead of turn it to a negative level and let somebody get free rent into your head and keep this negative vibe going. Turn that shit around. Like, you know what? I'm not okay. Look, I mess up. I got up late. I was moving slow. This is on me. So when somebody get on a metro bus and they talking shit, look away. Just as long as they don't come in your face, in your space, look away. Allegedly, this young man and another young man got on, they was on metro bus that was traveling to West Bedford, and I forgot the crossroad road, but they was traveling there, and the guy just kept talking. So the guy pulled his gun out, and he didn't like shoot him. I think I have the other
one ready for you.
Okay, he didn't shoot him then, but he like slapped the shit out or popped the dude, in the head with this gun. And allegedly, as some of the witness that was on the metro was saying, that he just kept running his mouth. He wouldn't shut up. Like, he was getting aggressive to this man that had a gun. Like, do you not think that this person is not going to, shoot or whatever? I was taught, if you pull a gun out, you better use it. It's not no, I don't pull this gun out. But this guy actually pulled his gun out, allegedly, and popped his ass. But the other guy kept running his mouth. So when this bus got to West Bedford, allegedly, hey, kept on talking, pow, pow, 2 shots. Allegedly, what I've been hearing from most of the witnesses that was on that metro bus. And he got off the bus. They said, allegedly, he did not run. He got off the bus and moved it. And this guy later died at the hospital because of what? An argument that you could have just shut the F up, rode your the bus to your stop, and they say, you know what? I can't win all of them. Because you can say, we can fight and live another day, or we can argue and see this man with a gun and then get killed behind bullshit. It don't make sense. Come on, let's use our brains and let's try to settle our attitude a little down. Let's like lower it a little down and think. It's gonna get hotter. You know, we say in Texas, this is bipolar weather. So it's gonna get hotter. This not even summertime yet. So y'all better get your attitude together. Go get you a damn car, and you ain't gotta worry about nobody talk about it. But except the gas, the insurance people, and the damn people that's on the freeway. And then it comes to road rage. Let's try to do better, people. Let's see if we can get this going for you.
Baby Scorpio said, making temporary decisions brings you permanent consequences.
Hello, facts. Facts 100.
Also, right now, there's still no sign of a man who police say gunned down another passenger on a Metro bus. We heard from several people who were on board when the gunfire erupted on West Belford and Kirby near NRG. ABC 13's Luke Jones joins us live tonight with those witnesses that say the two men were arguing about something before all this happened, Luke.
Witnesses say it was eerie the way the shooter calmly exited the bus and then just started walking down the street. That's the last anyone's seen of him since, although there has been at least one false sighting. As for the shooting itself, well, witnesses there on the bus say tensions had been boiling over between the two men long before those shots were fired. Still, they're as shocked as anyone this ended the way it did. Passengers aboard the number 8 Metro bus in shock after watching a fellow passenger gunned down in front of them. Keandra Bogan and her dog sitting just feet away at the back of the bus when she says the victims hit with 2 bullets.
She started barking, and I had to calm her down. Poochie, calm down, because I didn't want him to try to shoot her.
Bogan says the victim had been arguing with the shooter, a back and forth that kept escalating as the bus made its way down West Belford.
The man said something, and so he pulled out his gun, and he went to the guy, and he slapped the guy with the gun. Boom, just like that.
I mean, hard, pow, and he started talking. Then he started taking off his clothes like he wanted to fight.
Witnesses say the man with the gun puts it back in his backpack, but it's not long before he's triggered a second time.
All he had to do was shut up and leave that guy alone. But he kept talking.
When the bus stops at West Belford and Kirby,
As soon as the door opened, he kapow, just like that, and smooth slap, walk off the back of the bus.
witnesses say they last saw him walking south on Centerpoint Drive, a few blocks away. At one point, police believe they had him cornered at this warehouse. Guns drawn, canines on the prowl. But after 3 hours, police eventually left empty-handed. The victim, meanwhile, staggers off the bus before collapsing on the sidewalk. He's taken to the hospital, but despite doctors' best efforts, police say he succumbs to his injuries.
And I thought he was gonna live, and I prayed to God that he was gonna live. I didn't know he didn't make it.
And the shooter's described as a black man with dreadlocks, standing about 6 feet tall, in his 20s or 30s. He was, at the time of the shooting, wearing light-colored shorts with stripes. Police asking if you've seen him to definitely give them a call. Of course, you know the number to Crime Stoppers, 222-TIPS. Additionally, we're told there were cameras on board that bus. We've asked police if they plan to release any pictures of the suspect taken from those cameras. If we get any, we'll, of course, share them right here on ABC 13.
See, this could have been avoided. I mean, I have been in situations like this. I'm not gonna lie, okay? I went to the nail shop and I had a situation where these young kids came in there talking shit. I'm trying to get my nails done. I'm trying to get my toes done. I'm trying to relax. But they feel like because there was a number of them that, oh, you need to hurry up and get finished with her because she ain't finna go nowhere. We trying to pop it at the club. And I'm like, okay. Now I had to think. It's 6 of them. It's only one of me. But for some reason, I did pop back off. And the lady that was next to me, she was like, now baby, she said, you know, you gotta think about this. It's 6 of them. I said, yeah, you're right. I said, okay, I'm gonna be quiet. Because she was trying to rush her to do, you know, my nails. So at this point, this is what happened. You keep popping out. These people telling you to shut the hell up. You already see the man got a gun. So just shut the hell up. But instead, he kept talking. And what this kid do, he shot him twice and walked smooth off the bus. So he already had in his mind when he got off this bus, he was gonna do this. And he did not run. He walked off the bus. Like smooth off the bus. Now they got pictures, you know, of him, and allegedly they caught him. But this could have been avoided. This is like a bullshit ass crime. I mean, you know, just because you feeling a certain way. See, these people don't fight no more. They think like, I'm gonna shoot your ass. This is not a video game. This is reality. This is what happens when you get to that certain level. It's not no replay. It's like you shoot someone, they either die or they live. But either or, where you gonna be at? In jail? Yeah. See how they got him? What you got, JG?
Police have released the clearest clue yet in their search for the man they say murdered a passenger aboard a Metro bus.
We know that shooting yesterday sparked a massive manhunt right near West Belfort and Kirby. We got the map here for you. This is not too far from NRG. ABC 13's Brianna Willis is there live and has been there live all morning long. And so, Brianna, what can you tell us?
Well, I can tell you guys that at this hour, that manhunt is still underway, as police say they have not yet caught the suspect. Investigators say after he shot the victim, he just walked away on foot. Again, we want to show you this photo just into our newsroom of the suspect, new surveillance photos. They say he is a black man, as you can see, with dreads, around 6 feet tall, and they say he's between 18 and 25 years old. ABC 13 was here at this chaotic scene when it started around 2:30 yesterday afternoon. Investigators say the two men were arguing about something not known right now when they say the tensions continued to rise and the suspect pulled out a gun. Witnesses telling ABC 13 after the suspect showed his weapon, the argument continued, then leading to the deadly gunfire. Detectives say the victim was lying on the ground when they arrived. Then they say they took him to the hospital where he died. Here's how witnesses and police describe the relationship and what happened.
The man said something, and so he pulled out his gun. And
See, that's what I'm saying. I mean, come on. We gotta do better. You know, it's like I said, it's not summertime yet. We know when we is catching public transportation, there's gonna be delay. So therefore, if you're trying to get somewhere on time, you need to catch that bus maybe an hour earlier. Even like when me going to work, I know if I leave at a certain time, I can get delayed. We have people that works at our job, and they have to drive like an hour, almost like 2 hours to work. So therefore they know, hey, I'm gonna have to leave at this certain time. So you have to be dedicated to your own schedule. And when somebody or an accident happen on a freeway, or somebody get on the Metro bus, it can be chaos. Matter of fact, the other day I was coming home, and all these police, this Metro police, had like the whole little intersection cut off. And I was like, damn, what the hell going on? These kids got out of school and decided that they would allegedly have a fight. Okay? So now the whole bus done stop. If you have to go to work or you have somewhere to be at that time, well, the Metro police is here. This is an incident that happened on the bus that you are on. So it's going to be a delay. Think about other people other than yourself. Get your ass up, get on the bus or whatever ahead of time. Don't get mad at nobody else because they do it. Just like when you leaving from work and you driving. They had an incident today on a freeway. Okay? Shit happens. Accidents happen. So you have to think about that, leave a little early just in case something like this happens. Then you're gonna be good, or you won't be as late as you would if you leave. Oh yeah, I can make it to my job, 20 minutes if I leave at this time. And then an accident happened. I remember one time I left my job and I got stuck on a ship channel for freaking 2 hours. Okay, I couldn't get off the ship channel. It's no exit off the ship channel until a couple miles later. So that's what you got to take into consideration, y'all. Oh, they had an incident where they had a man that was shooting on the bus. He just decided, like, you know what, shit, they ain't doing right. I'm just gonna shoot on the bus. He just fired off on the bus. Nobody got hurt, thank God. But it was just something stupid.
And this was another shooting on a bus, correct?
Yes. It was just like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's already hard out here for us. The crime, the robbery, the assault, it's just so much. The shit you see, what they doing in, I don't want to say Hollywood, just the P. Diddy shit, the Jackie Christian shit, the Yancey and the what is called Love and Hip Hop, the basketball, man, that shit we see because we used to look at that. We sit up there and pump that up. But this is reality where we live at. We got to do better. We have to have better attitudes. We got to come together as a city, a family. We have to. Because, see, we getting tear down every day by bullshit. Society have changed since you and I grew up. If you're in my age range, it have changed tremendously. So let's get some patience. It's too much going on because of what? And like I tell everybody, I ain't gonna say allegedly shit. Ever since COVID came out and we was getting them shots and doing this shit, motherfuckers around here just been going crazy. They've been doing some stuff that is unheard of. The drugs that these kids is doing, the pills. Like, really? It's too much. Like, when did we lose how we was coming up? I thought when your great grandparents and your grandparents and your mom and all that, when they was raised, it was like a domino effect. The way I was raised, it went down. But now, these mother duckers is crazy out here. These kids is out of hand. And not only the kids, I'm not going to blame it out on them. Because you got to start somewhere, right? So, like, the way society is right now, it's like, it's out of hand. And I don't know why people think that it's okay. Because what I think is coming, you may not think is coming. What I think is wrong, you may think is right. So, I don't know what to tell you, but y'all got some mess up ass thoughts, some reactions. The attitudes is terrible. These kids' attitudes is terrible. And you still want to go out there and buy them PlayStation 5s and some damn Jordans. And they sitting up here running your damn house. You, baby. Woo. They need to, baby, I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't trying to be disrespectful to nobody that's dead. But if I can dig up some of them grandparents and great-grandparents out the grave to come back and raise these children and these grown-ass people and show them what real life is supposed to be like, I think we'll be a better situation. But hey, this is what the Bible tell you if you read it or believe it. It get crazy. But we won't read that right there. Houston, I pray that y'all get better. I pray that y'all have better attitudes. Y'all have patience, with the riding the public bus, transportation, the Uber, the Lyft. As for you were driving in your own vehicle. I mean, look. Another thing. Y'all assholes ride this freaking freeway every damn day. You know this damn freeway merge. Why in the hell you gonna wait till you get right here and then want to jump in front of me? And talking about I hit you. No, helper, you jump in front of me. And when I say helper, you can be a man or a woman at this point. Have patience. Because at the end of the day, when you try to run past me and all that, I'm gonna meet your trick ass at the damn red light. Unless you run it, because a lot of y'all start running red lights out here now. You don't think that other people have places to go? We all have places to go. You don't have to rush through the damn light. Think about your life. But half of y'all is stuck on some drugs, that these man-made shit that they going through. Y'all go through that bullshit. But anyway, just come on. Have a little patience. Just a little patience. Stop jumping off to bullshit. Stop letting these songs, these reality shows, this internet get in your brains. These freaking songs get in your brain. You're not getting paid for none of that shit. Live your life the right way. Because if you don't, you got two places you're going to be at. The jailhouse or 6 feet under. And I almost say they do 6 feet under, because so many of y'all dumbass people be doing so much dumbass shit, you probably get 3 feet under, either what they call that, cremated. It's cheaper. Half of y'all don't much have insurance. Get some more about yourself. Get some. Come on, y'all better than this. You don't have to be educated to get the knowledge. Get common sense. Anywho, I'm gonna get to my show that I was telling y'all about last week. Do we have everything else, JD, before I get into this love? Oh, what happened to the it was an incident that happened. Was it on 45 this morning?
Let's not talk about it right now.
Okay, and we're gonna carry on. Let's go with the beginning now. So, you know, last week I was telling y'all about the Jackie and Doug Christian thing. Oh my, I told y'all this. Ooh, man, when I used to look at this show, I knew that slut puppy was like, so she was trifling, but she wanted to be an intelligent trifling, but she was a scandalous trifling. This heifer, she could have been on Greed. She could have been a producer for Lifetime. She could have did a whole sitcom on freaking Tuba. And I'll probably be saying it wrong. My sister be saying I be saying it wrong all the time, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Man, this heifer, she played this shit out so good. Like, this shit you can't much make up. Now, if y'all look at my last week's show, she was scandalous. She wanted to sue her husband for $300 million. Allegedly, he won the $300 million, right? And she had to pay out. Well, not only was that, you know, she used to go on all her trips, all her husband's trips with him, because he was an NBA basketball player. And she went to, you know, the thing, because you know how them basketball players, you got y'all gold digging ass females that think, you know, y'all gonna go in there and sleep with the man, and you just another hole that he's digging into, and you know he gonna go back to the main thing. You know this is just fun time, but then he got real time with his wife or his main girlfriend. That's what I'm gonna say. Well, anywho, she was doing all this under this man like a pimple on his ass. Why? She gonna come out and tell, well, no, they came out and found out that she had, I gotta fly in here, y'all, I'm about to swipe them. She had a secret. She already had a bunch of secrets. She was keeping money at other states, other countries. She was doing all kinds of shit. Like, how much money do you need to be happy? Money don't make you happy. Because if it did, all the money that she had, she still wasn't happy. She was still seeking other things. That's why I said money don't make you happy. You make yourself happy. But she did some bullshit. So when I'm gonna go through this clip real fast, because I you know what, if I was her friend, I know in real life, I couldn't be her friend because I read her ass when she was just on reality show. And just imagine trying to be real life with her. I already know she was full of shit and scandalous. I know they're gonna make a movie about her, and because she's still gonna try to get some money. She just trifling. She's a trifling, greedy, selfish bitch. Let's get this started.
What if I told you that the daughter Doug Christie raised for over 2 decades might actually belong to his own NBA teammate? Yeah, you heard that right. Not a stranger. Not a random affair. Chris Webber. And it all goes back to one secret night Jackie Christie never wanted anyone to find out about. Until now. Receipts. Hidden hotel footage. Blurry security cam shots. All of it buried. Until Doug found a folder tucked away behind a stack of Basketball Wives reunion scripts. Now he's flipping out, smashing mirrors, canceling appearances, and calling Jackie the biggest traitor in basketball history. And the internet? They're calling this the hashtag Webber baby scandal, and let's just say, no one's holding back. How did Jackie pull this off for so long? How did Chris Webber manage to smile in Doug's face for 20 years while hiding this nuclear secret? And most importantly, is Chantel even ready to find out who her real dad is? Buckle up, because what we're about to expose will shake the very foundation of NBA brotherhood, family ties, and reality TV royalty. This isn't just drama, this is personal. What starts as whispers turns into war. And what was once a picture-perfect basketball marriage just exploded into one of the most embarrassing betrayals the NBA has ever seen. Because behind closed doors, Jackie Christie, yes, that Jackie, Queen of Chaos, Queen of Basketball Wives, apparently had a private moment with none other than Chris Webber, Doug Christie's best friend and former Kings teammate. Now, let's rewind for a second. For years, people joked that Jackie was a little too possessive, a little too extra. But nobody thought she was out here double dribbling with Doug's own teammate. Not until now. So how did it all unravel? Let's talk about that night, the night Doug never saw coming. It started like any other memory buried in the back of an old shoebox. Doug was organizing some old fan mail and NBA memorabilia when he found a random envelope stuffed between an old playbook and a signed jersey. No label, no name, just a faded hotel receipt from Chicago, dated nearly 20 years ago. Now here's where it gets weird. Jackie had always said she was in Atlanta during that weekend for a women's business seminar. Doug remembered because he was the one who dropped her off at the airport. But this receipt said otherwise. Not only was Jackie not in Atlanta, she had stayed at the Four Seasons Chicago in a penthouse suite. And the room had 2 guests registered. Now Doug's not stupid. He's been in the NBA long enough to know when something smells off. And this? This was straight up rotten. He logged into his old NBA travel database. Yes, retired players still get access to certain league tools, and started pulling records. Player appearances, alumni events, charity weekends. And boom, the second name tied to that Chicago date? Chris Webber. Let that sink in for a minute. The same Chris who used to call Doug brother. The same Chris who helped Jackie move furniture once while Doug was overseas on a tour. The same Chris who once babysat Chantel while Jackie was stuck in traffic. That Chris. Doug didn't explode. Not yet. First, he needed proof. So he did what any man on the verge of a nervous breakdown would do. He started digging. He called the hotel, Of course, they denied everything. But Doug wasn't done. He had a friend in private security pull an archive surveillance snapshot from the hotel's valet cam. And guess what showed up? A blurry photo, time-stamped, clear as day, of Chris Webber and Jackie Christie stepping out of the elevator together, both dressed in black, around 11:46 p.m.
Now, oh my God, like, JD, you did it. I seen you smash it together. Oh, I like that. Man, let me tell y'all, when I was looking at this, I had to look at this shit twice, okay? Because the simple fact is that I can't lie. I got to give her props on it. I mean, I'm not getting her props on just treating this man bad like she did. Because, I tell you, there's a fly up in here somewhere. Because the simple fact is that she went to every game that he had. She, you know, because you got the gold diggers, you got the, you know, the people that's gonna go and they're gonna try to get these NBA players, the NFL, you know, the baseball players. They're gonna try to get all. You got those females that they live for this kind of shit. So she was trying to make sure that her man was satisfied with her. Okay. I respect that to a certain extent, but God dog, let me live my life. If you know what, I'm gonna tell you something. If a man or a woman want to cheat on you, they will find a way. Okay? They're gonna find a way. It's a proven fact. All right, I don't give a damn how close, how much you want to be with this person. Whatever. If they want to cheat on you, they will cheat on you. Because one thing about these bitches out here, especially these bitches, they know how to stay in line. If you're a side chick hoe, you know how to stay in line. You know your spot. Now, you know the side chick, the side kick man, some of them know how to stay in spot, some of them don't. But them bitches out there, oh, they know how to stay in their lane. So she already knew what was going on. So that's why she trying to hold her little position with her man. But now you don't sit up here and put a. She was so. I ain't gonna lie. I gotta give her props. I don't care. Y'all look at it. I know I may sound like crazy. The bitch had game. You can't get more gain than this. You got so much gain with dealing the money, playing your man. But it was all about greed. It was all about having a lot of money. But see, all the money that she had and hiding and messing with it and switching over, she still wasn't happy. Because how does it feel to live in a lie for 20 plus years? Okay? Do you not think this is gonna come out? They always say what goes in the dark, what comes in the light, what's in the wash, what comes out, what's in the milk ain't clean. Like, do y'all not know these damn sayings? You really think that you was gonna get away with that? And then, see, you stupid to this certain extent. If you're gonna do something like this, don't never trust nobody but yourself. That's what she messed up at. She let too many people in that little cookie jar that she had. And that's what got her. But not only that, what if your child got sick and you needed a blood test? Okay, well, the daddy may be, the blood level or the blood type. Oh, wait a minute, you ain't the daddy? Wait, you're type B, we need type C, I don't really know the blood types. I almost know my own blood type. But anyways, just think that, like, you sat here and juggled this shit for years. You really wrote a book on how to fuck over your husband and your child. Okay? And you let your friends, they believe you. But some of these women out here, they know the game. So they kind of like, well, shit, I don't know what game she playing, but I know it's not right. They was trying to figure things out. But the people that kind of earned her trust, then she started unwinding and talking to them. But see, those people that she was unwinding and talking to, they was plotting and putting shit together too. Because see, these bitches out here, when you start talking about your man or your woman, and when I'm saying bitch, I'm saying mans and women's. When you start talking about your mate, if that man is treating you right, then that woman gonna go after you. Cause she know that you supposed to be that's supposed to be your homegirl. You don't homegirls aren't supposed to go out your man, but they do, because you already talking about he do this, he do that. You already explain what's going on, and you already know how she treating him. So of course she gonna go after him. She wanna test a down car too. And if a dude tell another dude about his woman, this man know your woman is good. This man know, hey, this woman go to work, she cook, she clean, she be at the house. I know where my woman at. Okay, the homeboy you just told that shit to, that'd be like the homeboy like, oh yeah, I'm gonna catch you later, I gotta go do something else. That's gonna be the homeboy that's gonna pull up at your house and give your woman what you ain't doing. You ain't paying her no attention. You out here fucking with these no good hoes out here. Okay, I'm gonna show her what I'm about. But then when they get her, that was the whole point. I just want her because I heard you talking about her. But I really don't want her. I'm just letting you know she ain't as good as you thought she was. It's not that. It's because you're not giving her no attention. Once you don't give a person a certain level of attention, they move around. So she's saying Doug didn't give her no attention. You was at all this man games. You was in his like every day. Not only when he was on the road, off the road, you was there. But then you decide you wanted to come up with a excuse. You checking out his homeboy. You got plenty of money. You can get whatever freak you want to get. But you had to check out his homeboy. Not only did you screw his homeboy, you went raw with it. You got pregnant. It's always gonna be mama's baby and papa's maybe, you dumbass. I mean, like, you were smart until that point, okay? Like, oh my God, I just can't believe this. And he kept on course. Now, to be honest with you, just my opinion. If I went with looks, okay, yeah, maybe. If I went with money, yeah, okay, maybe this way. But you had it all. You already had Doug in your pocket. This man support you in every damn thing you did. He gave you a wedding every freaking anniversary. And you still play this man like that? See, it's bitches like you that fuck up nice, intelligent, want to be with a good man. Yeah, you mess it up. He was loyal to you. He respect you. He supported you. But you fuck over him by fucking his best friend. Now, if that's not trifling, I don't know what trifling it is. I don't much see what else you need. I've been sitting up here listening to some of this stuff. I don't get it. What else do you need? Why do you need to go and mess with this man over here? That's his friend. And he's trifling too. Because men's are weak. You know, that's their thing. I mean, hey, the dog chased the cat. Not the cat chased the damn dog, but some of y'all hoes got that shit mixed up anyways. But that's another there here. But it's just, I just understand how she just went that way. Now, don't get me wrong. You have certain people that they friends with, you know, the opposite sex. and they feel like this person don't want me and my mate don't want me, and then y'all get to talking and y'all get to preparing all this shit. Well, only thing y'all doing is feeding into each other pity party. And then y'all get to drinking and all that, and then now you get to touching and not. Nah, You need to talk to somebody. Go talk to a psychiatrist. Go talk to God. Because when you talk to the opposite sex and your mind is not strong, then that can cause some other things that you wouldn't intend to happen. So don't put yourself in a situation that you know can mess you up later or have a whole baby. And that's what she did. She messed herself over all kinds of stuff. And she was so smart in all this bull crap of getting money, transferring money, messing on this man and everything. But you know one thing she didn't have? She ain't had enough sense to even wrap it up. She went straight raw, got caught with a whole baby, and kept that shit for all these years. I don't know. I don't know. Like, I don't fuck with my daddy, but I'm glad I know him. But you know who my daddy is, and you said this man my daddy. It's a hard pill to swallow, you know. But I'm glad that Doug is a good man, where he still, you know, want to be in the daughter's life. And I like what they doing, and what they doing is good. And I like what Doug is doing to Jackie and Chris. You know, shit. She came out, I need $3 million from him. You lost that case, helper. And now you finna lose this case? Your heart should break, crumble, and just go into pieces. That motherfucker really should turn into powder the way you did him. Because it's trifling people like you that cause the good women's or the good men's that's trying to be loyal into a relationship and a dedicated relationship. You fuck off good things like that behind what you say a one night stand, but really it wasn't. Because you tap it one time, you're gonna go back for another. If it's good, it's good, you're gonna go back. If it was bad, you still gonna go back because the conversation y'all had and the relationship that y'all accumulate. But y'all just stay tuned and wait for the next shit, because it's, oh, wait a minute, I'm sorry. Because see, I like to go to my chat and see what we talking about. I don't want to leave y'all out because I know I can go. I had y'all up until 12 o'clock at night, and I know y'all gotta go to work. I won't with this. Let's go to the chat line and see what y'all gotta say.
Chris in the building, he said, "What up?
What's up?
It's good to see you, sir." Also a couple things going back and forth. Nas, he messed up. Keeping forget me nots. That's evidence. That's paperwork.
Heck yeah.
Cook and clean and got a box like a washing machine.
What?
Chris says self-destruction.
Ooh, facts.
Then he come back with nasty work. And then when you were talking about the men in particular, nothing but the dog give me bow wow wow yippee yo yippee yay.
Facts.
Then when she wanted to go raw, she just wanted to prove a little something.
I just, yeah, we don't. If you're gonna do that and be, you just look. You know what?
Also, guys, but hold on real quick before you come on back. Just my opinion with Slim J. Make sure you are on her channel. Make sure you are subscribed to her channel. Even if you want to rock out on TBH or you want to rock out on Discord, make sure you go to that channel. And while we are still here, Stevenson's Mobile Vehicle Appraisal Services. All right, so make sure if you're coming into Houston, if you're in Houston already and you have a car that you just bought, or you have a car that you just brought into the state, you need a certified used motor vehicle appraiser, and that will be John Stevenson. So give him a call for an appointment so you can get your car appraised with the most fairest prices on the market at 346-256-6194. Again, that's 346-256-6194. And this is for Stevenson's Mobile Vehicle Appraisal Services. And we are back with Slim J.
And I need to charge him for coming on my down channel now. That's what's up. Y'all make sure y'all check that guy out. He's a good guy. He's an honest guy. And he'll get you the right appraisal that you need. Okay, back to what I was saying. I'm going to tell you something. If you don't want to be with no one, or you think that someone is cheating on you, don't even much take the time to even much go through that shit. Like, move on. You know how many people in the United States that you can meet? Y'all got these crazy ass date lines and these apps and stuff, which I think is special. I like the old fashioned way. But anywho, you can just do different. You don't have to sit up in some BS that you don't want to deal with. And I do get it. Once you invest in someone for a long period of time, then of course you want to sit up there and make sure, try to make it happen, is to stay there, because you invest all this time. And like, we getting up in age, whether you 20, 25, 30, 35, we getting up in age. So you invest in time with someone. If it's not for you, move on, because it's better to be hurt and heartbroken to be stressed and frustrated. You'll get it later, okay? Because if you sitting up here and you're not happy where you at, your whole life right there is not going to be happy. Make yourself happy first before you make someone else happy. Because if you don't, you're going to be miserable in life. And you're going to be sitting back depressed, frustrated, and not having shit going for yourself, because you sitting up here trying to dedicate too much of your life into somebody that really don't give a damn about you or don't want to be with you. But the shit she did, this man was dedicated to her. He looked out for her. He represent her. And she turned around and messed with his best friend. That's trifling. And she's talking about the gold diggers that was trying to be after her husband, and she's sleeping with his best friend. That's what most of these hoes out here do. What Chris Brown say? These hoes ain't loyal? Ha! Facts. Carry on.
Hell receipt. This photo. You were in Chicago with Chris. You told me you were in Atlanta. Silence. Jackie's face drained of color, like someone pulled the plug on her soul. Chantel looked up, confused.
Fake.
Mom? But Jackie didn't answer. She just got up and walked out of the room. Doug followed her into the hallway, heart pounding, fists clenched. Don't walk away from this, Jackie. What happened that night? And Jackie, who had always been so loud, so unbothered, so proud, whispered the one sentence that set the internet on fire. It was just one night, Doug. It didn't mean anything. The walls may as well have cracked open. Doug screamed. Not because of the cheating. Not because it was Chris. But because that one night changed everything. And then, just as he was about to storm out, Jackie said something even worse.
She's a helper. She's a helper. I would have been, you know what? She deserves everything she's getting towards her with what Doug is doing and her child. Because, like I said, everyone wants to know their father. Whether the father was an asshole, a sperm donator, somebody that wasn't trying to be in their life, a one night stand, whatever the case is. If you want to make a relationship with that person, then let that person make that decision. But instead, she hid this shit from this child, from her husband. And if I was a dude, oh man, that's my baby. Soon as that sucker spit out there, DNA. We need to talk to Daniel. I don't give a damn. I trust nobody but God only. I barely trust myself, because see, people can click you, piss you off, I'll make you just snap, pop, and crunch. So how I'm gonna trust myself? Because I don't know what the fuck I may do when you do some shit to me. So she better be glad he held his cool and got his lawyers and his goons after her trifling ass. Carry on.
Boom. Doug felt his stomach twist. Chantel, his baby girl, his pride, his legacy, suddenly became a question mark. Jackie tried to backpedal. I didn't want to hurt you, Doug. I've carried this for years. I didn't know how to tell you, but it was too late. Doug locked himself in the study and spent the entire night sobbing into his hands, replaying every moment, the bedtime stories, the school drop-offs, the birthdays, the basketball games. All of it, possibly based on a lie. By morning, he made the decision. If Jackie wouldn't give him answers, then science would. He ordered a DNA test, discreet, fast-tracked, and delivered in under 48 hours. The result? 0% parental match. Doug's hands shook as he held the paper. He didn't need a second test. He didn't need an explanation. He knew. Chris Webber was Chantel's real father. Now let's pause here.
Pause. Man, wait a minute. I thought this child was mine for how many years? I'm sorry. I don't I talk about domestic violence. I don't think that nobody should put their hands on nobody, okay? So I'll pause him for not putting his hands on her. He was a very, very strong man because I'm trying to see how I can put this a good way. See, women, they can kind of take shit like that. They can take you now, mess with them and had a child. But what a woman go out and have a child and a man, she's some new hell. Most of the women's up in. They talking to Jesus right now. I'm just saying. So he good. You had a whole child with my best friend, 20 plus years, and now you saying this not my child? And I done did all this for. I'm talking about the birthdays, the college, the cars, I don't spoil her. And then you said it's not my child? Bitch, you better run. You better fucking run. And I say run. I'm talking about you better leave Gucci bags, Nautica, the red shoes. You better leave every damn thing. You can't get shit from here. You better get out the United States. Where you done hid all that money at and transfer that money to them different states, you better go over there. Because you need Jesus right now. Because see, you don't try me. You don't try me. You don't, man, you a man that's dedicated to his family like that. And don't have a child. But thought they had a child. You don't took this man's heart out of his fucking chest. And you still want to be right here by me? In the same city? Bitch, you better run. See, let's switch this. Because if it was the woman that had the money like he had, I mean, like, if it was a woman and she had the money like he had, and the man did the woman like this, it would be so much. I mean, this woman, she'll be plotting, It'll be a P. Diddy shit up in here. This one been on put his ass out. He wouldn't much know what happened to him. She been on did so much shit to him he couldn't much identify what happened. Because women are very conniving. That's us. Y'all are hoes and we are very conniving. I own up to it. Okay, whatever. But anywho, she still had the nerves to go home every night and sleep with this man. And I'm not saying sexual wise, I'm just saying this in the house and sleep with this man at the dinner table with this man and her daughter. And you know that's not your baby. And you're not the daddy. Oh my Jesus. I can't, I'll tell y'all. It would have been like, Mary ain't got shit on this, okay? Like, you is not the father for real. She would have to leave the States. Like, I think, me personally, just Jay's opinion, I think when you play sports and you have activities like when you have to go against, certain things, you have games that you lose, you have games that you win. Of course, the games that you win, you're going to celebrate big as hell. And you have games that you lose, you're going to sorrow and you're going to try to figure out, like, what can I do to do better? And I felt that maybe he felt that way. Like, let me not get ghetto with it. Let me be professional with it. And let me get my lawyers to handle this for me. Because allegedly, I'm going to tell y'all afterwards. Go ahead and play this. I'm going to tell you at the end, though. This shit get good. Goot, goot. Yeah. Hello. This is crazy.
It wasn't just betrayal, it was paternity fraud. And Doug wanted to make sure the world knew. But just as he was preparing to go public, something else dropped into his lap. A second envelope, hidden behind Jackie's old makeup box in the bathroom closet. This one wasn't from Doug. It was from Jackie, labeled, "For my eyes only." Inside, a letter, a confession, and a name. Doug's fingers trembled as he unfolded the note. His eyes skimmed the first line. It wasn't an apology. It wasn't even a confession. It was a story, a timeline, a full breakdown of Jackie's one night that apparently wasn't just a one night anything. It started like this. Doug, if you're reading this, then I know I've been caught. I didn't plan to lie to you forever. I just didn't know how to undo the damage. She went on to describe that weekend in Chicago with Chris Webber and how it wasn't some spur-of-the-moment fling. They had been texting for weeks before, flirting, laughing, calling it harmless nostalgia. Harmless? Doug's blood boiled. Harmless is forgetting a birthday. This was betrayal with a jersey number. Jackie wrote, Chris was going through a rough patch. I was lonely. You were always traveling. We just connected. But it was only that night, I swear. But Doug didn't believe a word. Not anymore. Because in that same letter, Jackie accidentally included a printout of an old email, a forwarded message from Chris Webber, dated 2 weeks after that infamous night. I still think about you. I still think about what we started. What we started. So much for one night, huh? Doug snapped. Again.
Okay, so I know everybody have to go to work, but look, just one thing I can say, just tune in, and I know some of you all probably have to go to work or whatever. I have to go to work, but I may just do this FJD. Just let me do the end part of it. Just continue doing this, and I thank all you all for tuning in with me. And make sure you hit the subscribe button and like. And I want to go ahead and get finished with this. If you're still here, thank you. If you're not, I understand. You can always tune in tomorrow and hear the end of this, or you can just go to the website on YouTube about Jackie and Doug Christian, how they just end this. This is a crazy thing that's going on. There's so much things going on in reality as far as TV and life. So make sure that y'all have patience and have respect for each other, and make sure that you understand your partner, because what you think is green on the other side is really not. It's just shining for a little bit. But what you know that you have, and you've been there for a long period of time, that's what you need to invest in. Because 1 minute, 3 minutes ain't worth 15 to 20 years. It doesn't add up. So thank you all for tuning in with Slim J, Just My Opinion. And I will see you next week at 8:30. Deuces.
I like to be educated, but I'm so frustrated. Hello to my loneliness. I guess that ignorance is bliss. Take me back to before